So hi Maja.
Hi Simon.
When you said let's meet in my classroom to talk about some of the work you've been doing in your teaching, this was not what I had in mind. So why are we outside?
Well, this is sort of a classroom. We are at UBC farm, and I occasionally do use this as a classroom for my students.
So what particularly are we going to be doing here today?
Well, we will see a couple of locations and a tour that my students in one of my courses take when I send them on a self-guided activity that they have to do on their own. They have to have their phones.
Right, okay.
And you have a phone?
I've got my phone.
Oh, very good.
I got the instructions.
And you have GPS
I do.
on it that will tell you where exactly at the farm, which is quite big.
So where did the idea for this project, this application come from? Where did it all come about? How did it all come about?
Well, at a workshop at UBC, I saw a demonstration of an app developed by a local company, and I thought maybe with some tweaking this could be used in one of my courses. So with some discussion with several people that are into app development, we applied for teaching and learning enhancement grant here at UBC and got funding for it, which got us started on the project where we really enhance the app so that we can use it in the undergraduate teaching.
So I'm being one of your students, I'm a good student. I've got the app and I've got to the point where it's saying follow the instructions to get here. It's now saying I've got a choice. I can either go to the left or the right. So which one should I choose?
It's really up to you because you have to go to both of them.
Let's go left. Okay, let's go left. So here we are at the first soil pit. What would students be doing now? So treat me like one of your students. What would you have me do? You're going to make me kneel down, aren't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You have to
Kneel
look
down.
at the soil surface and look what's at the surface. What do
Okay.
you see? What's present in the surface?
Well, I see lots of leaves in various stages of decomposition,
That's
so
very
various
good.
browns.
And underneath them?
Underneath them, there's all this really sort of rich, dark brown material that when you rub it, yeah.
Stains your fingers, and
Yeah.
that would be the sign actually that students would be looking for, because that tells them that this material is in an advanced stage of organic matter decomposition, which is very useful because that also implies this is a productive site.
When students do this, they'd be here on their own or within teams. I've had the benefit of having you as an expert here, so now I've got everything I need for the next block of the questions.
That's right.
So
yeah.
that's us done. So I can see, even having had just this experience, how this would be really engaging for students. And they've had the material in lecture and the lab experience before they even get out here with, with their peers.
Exactly. This is the last stage in this scaffolding scheme where topic is introduced in a lecture. They have a then follow-up hands-on experience in the lab. They also have material as video and animations online. And then after going through those two stages, they come as a last piece to do this self-guided activity, which really mimics the real-life experience that a professional in forestry has to do. And it's a really good application of their knowledge.
So it's a real sort of capstone experience for them, and it really brings the stuff to life.
Absolutely.
Because you're outside and you're working with it, and you can build on all those previous elements that you've introduced in the course.
Exactly, and it's also exciting because they can see that they've learned something and it's applicable. They are in the real life, they're applying their knowledge. Yes, there is a little bit of prompting from the app to solidify that knowledge, but it gives them that excitement about their own learning process. And also there is a little bit of gaming
Bit of
aspect.
competition.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So they have competing teams playing at the same time, and that brings an excitement in the student learning, which I think it's a valuable experience.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. So this is great. What's next for you?
Well, kind of continuing on the same line, we are working on another app for another aspect of soil identification and discovery.